There has probably never been a more attractive astronaut crew on the International Space Station. Life, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Rebecca Ferguson, Ryan Reynolds. I'm gonna butcher the next three, but I'll really try to do my best. Hiroyuki Sanada, Ariyon Bakare, Olga, and I'm not even gonna attempt her last name, and directed by Daniel Espinosa. Life is about the discovery of an alien life form from Mars. The crew brings the form out of its hibernating or static state from the red planet. This then causes the creature to go on a destructive rampage throughout the International Space Station. You can either view its action as trying to preserve its own life, or maliciously trying to kill all those aboard the station. The movie has a terrifying premise, which has been done before, but it's still done effectively in this film. Life is a fun, tense, suspenseful ride, which is best enjoyed not thinking too hard about the leaps in logic found in the latter part of the film. The story is simple for the movie. The group of astronauts on the space station are tasked with retrieving a capsule with soil samples coming back from Mars. An unmanned expedition found biological samples on the surface. The probe picked up the samples and brought it back for the scientists to examine. While researching the samples, Bakare's character Hugh gets the cells to reanimate. Things then go sideways when the creature starts to grow and protect itself. What follows are the dilemmas the astronauts face while trying to survive and also protect Earth from the Martian. The best part of the film's story is the juxtaposition from the hope and wonderment found at the start of the film to the sheer terror at the end. The human race found proof of life from an alien planet, only then to wonder if things might be better off if left undiscovered. The story presents characters who each have different reactions to how they view the Martian based on their jobs at the station. All of the performances are good, with Jake Gyllenhaal being a standout as always. If you've seen trailers for the film, you may have some preconceived notions about what is going to happen with him, but the story keeps you guessing for at least the first part of the film. There isn't much for any character to do in the movie except to be terrified of the alien. I'm surprised they were able to pull in Reynolds and Gyllenhaal together with Ferguson, who is also a star on the rise, for this film. Reynolds plays his usual quippy, funny self, and does it well as always. It's hard not to like the guy. Personally, I would like to see him try some more dramatic roles again, like he did in Buried, but these roles seem to be working for him. Ferguson does a good job as well, but again, there isn't much for her character to do other than give some exposition and float away from the creature. She does have some voiceover work as well, which might annoy some, but I didn't think it took away much from the story. Bakare's character Hugh is probably the most interesting and the one who feels the most for the Martian in the movie. There is a decision he makes towards the end which I don't think fits the story, and it is one of my issues with the latter part of the film. Enjoyment for Life is going to be predicated by how lost you can get in the story. The second half of the film caused issues for me because I didn't buy into some of the events which happen on the space station. Having just cursory knowledge of NASA or other space agencies' processes causes the story to fall apart. If you have no knowledge of how things work on the ISS, it will help enjoyment for the film. I was taken out of the story by not being able to believe the events unfolding on the station. The actions the characters take towards the last half of the movie also seem unneeded, and are used just to propel the narrative instead of making actual sense for true astronauts. Their actions fall into the generic, stupid horror movie trope. What makes it worse in this scenario is these people are supposed to be extremely smart scientists who should know better. Being able to get past these story elements will be the difference in loving the film or just simply liking it. Overall, the film does provide some killer tension. It had me on the edge of my seat countless times. Being in the vacuum of space also adds another scary element, and it is used well. The character design of the Martian is also awesome, and as tension progresses throughout the story, so does the scariness of the monster. The deaths in the film are all well done, and some are truly horrifying. If you get your kicks from watching horror films, then Life is a must watch. The movie delivers on being a scary, suspenseful sci-fi horror, but depending on how you can get over the logical leaps at the end of the film will affect your overall enjoyment. The film is worth seeing, whether on rental or in the theater, and I would watch it again. The horror elements alone would hold my attention for repeat viewings. Comment and let me know if you've seen Life and what you thought. If you haven't, let me know what your favorite Martian alien invasion film is. Like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching.